Hello, and welcome back. I do not know what happened earlier. I know I got a text from someone saying that they were listening to the show and it went into a news conference. Yeah, we don't do news conferences here. Some people were saying it was buffering. Some people were saying it sounded just fine. I rewatched the show and it was fine up until maybe 50 minutes in. It went into a news conference. So was it buffering for everybody? Let's see who's in here. Hey, Outlaw Trucker. I put a link up there for you. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Crime and Justice. Hey, Creepy Barbie. Hey, Insanely Confused. Hey, Aggie. Let's see here if I got everybody. Hi, Dana. Hi, Christy. Hey, Lady Sleuths. Hey, Shelly. Some of you guys haven't been in here for a while. This is awesome. Hi, Erica. Hi, Sonia. Hi, KT. I responded to your comment, actually on YouTube. Hey, just me. Hey, Amy. Hey, Okie. Hi, Janet. Hi, Nicole. Hello again, Comfortably Numb. Hello, Just Roll With It. Hello again, Marie. Hello, Suzanne. Suzanne said, I just watched the video of Skeezy with that disturbing video of Dawn and Candace's last night. It's still up. It was really nasty. It was really nasty. Outlaw says, I appreciate it, but no, thank you. I'm tired of it only being one-sided and nothing in return. Well, we'll show you what you've done. Put your work up. We'd love to have you up. Hey, PJ. Hey, Vegan. Hey, Leah. Hey, Tanya. I got a bunch of emails from you guys, and that was awesome. Thank you so much. Hi, Donna. So while everyone's getting settled, I'm going to bring Kevin up. We're back. Just like that, Kevin.
Wow, just like magic. Wow.
Magically reappeared.
Yep. You're not buffering at all on my end anymore.
I watched the whole show and I didn't hear any buffering until, hey, Ryan, hey, Susan, until I didn't even see the video or anything. It was kind of at the end, it cut into NBC News.
Yeah, I'm glad we went back live too, because that video you put together, Summer, that needs to be seen, and not all buffering.
Mm-hmm. Sonia said, what is Kevin's channel called? This is Kevin's channel.
Yeah.
Kevin's a host here.
Yep.
If Kevin had a channel, he'd put us all out of business.
No, I'm not tech savvy enough to pull that off, but
well, if you want your own channel, Kevin, I know a lot of people, including myself, that'll help you.
Well, thank you for the offers.
Well, I'm going to put a song up. Can you turn your volume up a little bit, Kevin?
Yep. I turned it all the way up.
Okay.
Hopefully it plays good.
You guys have to see this.
Yeah, I caught a crackhead stealing my stereo last night on my patio. I caught a crackhead stealing my stereo last night on my patio. She put my TV in a sack. My Xbox was attached. She tried to go sell it for a little bit of crack. She's high as a horse, smoking crack, of course. She got it in the back alley with other crack whores. She says she ain't on nothing, but she tweaking on something. She says she ain't on nothing, but she tweaking on something. She lives in a trailer for crack. She does sex favors. She got a lot of babies. Her life's a disaster. She got a flat booty and she got no boobies, but she'll sell her coochie. That thing, it smells like sushi. She says she ain't on nothing, but she tweaking on something. She says she ain't on nothing, but she tweaking on something. I caught a crackhead stealing my stereo last night on my patio. I caught a crackhead stealing my stereo last night on my patio. I got a crackhead caught the crackhead.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That dude is hilarious.
yeah, that dude is funny, man.
I don't know where you find this stuff. Have you ever laughed so hard? Like, it's like I was telling Doug when I was laughing about him with Benny, talking about Benny. When he does his impersonation, like when your belly cramps a little bit because you get like a stitch.
Yeah, I find, we use some other people's content, but man, you just got to show stuff like that. I mean, that is absolutely brilliant.
That dude is hilarious.
Yeah. Very.
You may have to speak up just a little bit because I know a few people are having trouble seeing you. What is that guy's name? Something like Billy Ginger or Ginger Billy?
His name's, that's what it is. Ginger Billy.
Did you write that song, Kevin? Did you?
Right.
Oh my God.
Man. That's so funny.
Oh man, I just died laughing.
Be able to do that.
So on a more serious note, a lot of people are reaching out.
Hey, now that one, that came through perfect. There was no problems with the buffering or anything.
Yeah, I guess we're not.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can everyone hear Kevin? I can hear him.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can everyone hear Kevin?
Throw a 1 down in the chat.
What is that? What'd you say?
If they can hear me, just put a 1 in chat, the number 1, if they can hear me.
Everyone said they can hear us both.
Okay, good.
All right, so let's pick up where we left off. Okay, so we went over Benny's interview. That's still up. Dawn decided to write a statement that Voices Behind the Wall put up on their community channel. And then he had Benny read, it sounded like a totally different statement last night. And as the statement was being read, Dawn's trying to wake up Candace and goes to the bathroom. So I'm going to put a picture up of what was sent to me, and I want everyone to look at it. All right, I'm going to blow it up a little bit.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? Is this something else that they set up? Is that
you mean that?
on her arm? Can you see that, Kevin?
Yeah, let me look. I don't know. That is no, if it's intended like to show a gash or something, I believe that is fake. I'm sorry. That looks that could be photoshopped. I don't know what that is, but
it's not Photoshop. It was a screenshot from the live. You can catch it yourself.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, was it purposely done? I don't know. That's just, I don't know what that is. If it's dang, you can't. if it is a gash, I don't know. I know I see ashes in a cigarette burn.
Yeah, she's got a cigarette burn in her shorts.
Maybe
Okay,
it's a cigarette.
It's a bracelet.
Maybe it's a bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, maybe that's where a cigarette leaned up against her arm and burned her.
Well, could be. Gretchen
I don't know.
said it
I
looks
can't.
like a gash to me. It looks like a slit. Either way, she was in bad shape last night.
If it is an injury of any kind, in my opinion, it's where a cigarette might have burned her. Because a gash like that I don't know. I can't comment on it but I do see the ash, so it's obvious she was totally smoking and nutted out.
Bex says that's a Kabbalah red bracelet. Okay.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
Okay, Casey said she took a better screenshot and you can see the pink string on it. Well, the cause of alarm, besides people thinking that was a gash in her wrist, and by the way, thanks guys for that, is basically her demeanor and the fact that she was totally out of it. Totally out of it.
Yeah.
You're not getting your boys back when you can't even conduct yourselves properly on a Tuesday fucking night. The hell is wrong with you guys? The hell is wrong with them?
I'll bet CPS has this photo.
I bet CPS has seen the recording. Their friend Benny did no service by putting that up. If he's really on their side,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, if Benny is really on their side, he would have stopped what was going on as soon as he knew Dawn's condition. Or if he saw Candace, maybe he wasn't even paying attention to the screen. But if he is so on their side, he would know. He talks about CPS and everything. He would know that nothing about that shit show last night would have helped them get their kids back. He would have known. He would have known that there is nothing there.
You know, he's playing both sides of the fence too. It's unbelievable. If you're advocating for Don, why would you even show this?
Okay, I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
All it is damaging.
It's
in
all
my
damaging.
opinion.
But I agree with Lisa. She said, in my opinion, it's another hoax. I think Dawn purposely filmed Candace. Oh, we're turning on Candace now? Because
wait a minute.
Yeah, let's think about that.
That is a great point. What if they use it and say, yeah, Candace is so distraught over Summer. I mean, I can just see them using this, trying to scam people. See, that's what, and if it's not, that is sad, because this is what you get when you have an advocate like Benny advocating for you. He's a joke.
Yeah.
Benny, grow up.
Leslie said maybe Dawn is furthering the bash on Candace. Maybe Dawn has been listening to enough YouTubers saying that they believe that this is Candace and not him. And then people say they actually believe that she's shooting up.
I don't know if she's shooting up, but I can tell you one thing for sure. I know damn good and well they're both drug addicts and alcoholics. I was one. I still am. I always will be one. But I haven't used in years, but still I've been down the road. Not this kind of a road, but, you know, I know what drugs and alcohol do to you, you know, and just thank God the boys aren't there, you know, and it's too bad for Summer. You know, it's a little too late, in my opinion. For her.
Outlaw Trucker said Don could have planted it to make Candace look bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I
Don's
wouldn't put
getting
it.
tired of being thrown under the bus because he knows Candace isn't defending him.
Don, why don't you plead for your daughter? You can't do it. You know? It's bullshit. You know, they don't give a damn about them kids. Look at that. Now, would you want her to babysit your kids? Would you want her to have kids? Would you invite them to a party? Would you let them watch your house while you were gone? Would you give them the key to your house? Would you tell them a secret? Hell no. You know? No wonder they don't have no friends. Look at that.
She wasn't even asleep. She was just out. It's like the lights were on, but no one was home.
What if they are faking it?
I don't think
Who
she's that
knows?
good of an actress. I don't think she's that good of an actress. I think she was definitely out of her mind.
In my opinion, she is gone. You know, there you go. Mother of the Year, Paw Patrol. Candace, why don't you have that hoodie on or that Mom Patrol shirt? Huh? You're worthless as a mom. Worthless. And so are you, Don, as a dad.
Yeah, Bex said, I wonder who the lady in the background who tells Don to sit down was. Yeah, who was there? Who was there? Because we know Candace can't talk.
Probably Jose watching him take a shit.
Or is Grandis back?
Yeah. She's in her camper, like Candace. As far as I'm concerned.
I don't think Grandis is back there, but I would like to know who was there and told Don to sit down. I would have grabbed Don's phone. I'd have been like, if you want any chances of getting your kids back, get off that damn phone. Some people have
Let's
said
talk about that.
Some people have said it was Allie. Think about that. Her and Allie are talking again, supposedly. It was a female voice.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. I didn't catch that. Did somebody say sit down or what was said?
Yeah, a female voice told Don to sit down.
Then man, in my opinion, it could. This could all be an elaborate hoax set up with Benny and the Powder Rangers.
Mm-hmm. Dana said there was a rumor that Grandis is back there. Nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me.
So who said what? For Don to sit down on the toilet?
Well, no one told him to sit on the toilet, just to sit
What?
down.
Would it sit down where? What part of the video do you know?
Does anyone have the timestamp? Because I don't have it pulled up, and I'm not going to play it again. I think we all saw
Right.
Don using the bathroom this morning.
Yeah, I don't need to see that again.
No, that was too much. And like I said, you know, as a victim's advocate, which Benny claims to be, he should have pre-recorded that personally and then played it later. But he should not have done a live. He should not have done a
Benny.
live because you don't know what condition they're going to be in.
Yeah, Benny, you just helped the Wells not get their kids back. Okay?
Mhm.
Now you're going to probably say, I did it on purpose. Whatever, Benny. It just it just goes to show you what kind of person he is.
I mean, unless, you want people to see that side of them. Unless it's what
Exactly.
you want, but that's not what he's saying on there. He's talking about how people need to show them compassion and anyone can fall back into that life because of what they're going through. I mean, these are words out of his mouth.
Yeah, Skeezy, why don't you put up a post telling us why you did this? I'd be really curious to see your reasoning.
And mind you, I don't care anything about Don or Candace. I don't care
I
about
don't
either.
either.
But I'll be damned if those two die from a drug overdose or whatever's going on up on that hill. I'm glad for people calling for this well check visit. Keep them alive. The only way we're ever going to know what happened to Summer is if those two are alive. I know they're never going to tell, but Summer needs justice. Summer needs justice. And 3 people had eyes on her that day that were responsible for her. Dawn, Candace, and Grandis. Well, the two that getting drunk Tuesday night is their calling hour. Have you noticed that? That's they pull a lot of bullshit on Tuesdays.
Yeah, Candace. And you're telling Chris McDonough that you did laundry and clean your house. Shit, there's the real Candace right there. That's Candace, except she doesn't have her Mom Patrol shirt on or her hoodie. There you go. There's Candace in the flesh right there. Pathetic. And they'll never man, I'd be so humiliated if that was me. It's bad. So, yeah, You still there, Brooks? Hello? Oh, I can't see chat, so I don't know if people are still. There's a black screen. God, this sucks. This internet shit. Hello? Is there anybody out there? Love Comfortably Numb's name. Sorry, I can't see chat. I'm sure Brooks is doing everything she can. I guess I can talk to myself for a while. That's my dog, Atreyu. He's a big guy. Well, I'm going to, listen, chat, I'm going to jump out and go back to StreamYard and log back in. Okay, I just heard from Brooks and something happened again. I don't know.
You there?
Yeah, man, the internet gods. I think Satan wants us to shut up.
What is going on? I know.
No, I think the devil is pissed off because we're exposing these pathetic human beings.
I think it'll be okay. Watch said, did you pay the internet yet? Yes, I actually paid it before it was due.
No,
Yes.
we didn't pay the bill.
Satin's doing it. Satin's
That's
doing
something
it.
the Wells would do.
I know.
Come on.
Well, when you have a live show, those things are going to happen. So, all right. True said 6 calls went out. 1 officer came to check on her evil ass. I still want to know what happened. I still want to know where she went.
I don't know. All I know is if she was like, come on. All right, I'm sorry about that. All I know is if they came out there, she wasn't getting out of that chair, the looks of it.
She couldn't have gotten up and walked. Sleepy Rain said, I'm late, but here's one question. Why would Candace be wearing a Kabbalah bracelet? Their religion is SDA, not Kabbalah.
What is a Kabbalah bracelet? I don't even know what that is. Sorry. I know Kabbalahs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you
All
should
right,
tell
so
us.
now let's look at Dawn. Let's look at Dawn. And what in the hell happened to Dawn, Kevin?
In that,
What the hell happened to Dawn? I mean, are they just getting drunk and falling into stuff, falling on the floor?
maybe it's a zit.
You know, passing out in the recliner? What are they doing?
I don't know. Let me look. I don't know. Must be a
Just
war
follow
going
it.
on Ben Hill.
I heard they said she was fine. I don't see how she could look like she's fine after all that. I don't think she was fine at all. I can't imagine anybody.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now.
Medical professional thinking she was fine.
I'll tell you something right now. If that's the truth and she was fine, then it was a big hoax. Because there ain't no way she's getting off the couch that quick with that lit up. No way.
Well, who popped Dawn in the eye?
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him. It's a fake lump or something. You know, I don't know. This could all be a set up scammy thing because if that's true that law enforcement went and checked on her, there ain't no way that she was good to go, but when they got there. Not in that condition.
Mm-mm.
You'd have a hard time getting out of bed the next day.
Well, Kenny said they went by and it was their normal Tuesday night. That's just how those two are. They don't have any cares in the world right now, except the obvious.
Yeah,
the obvious. Tuesday night, and what do?
Jose Cuervo. I'll bet Jose Cuervo is a friend of theirs.
Oh, I think there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, can you imagine what those boys seen in summer? What they were exposed to? Wow. You're seeing it.
Lady Sleuth said they have hangovers today, but to get up and get back to it. You know what? I think, yeah, they're probably not feeling well this morning. I think when they get up on a Wednesday morning, because like I said, the witching hour for them seems to always be Tuesday. This looks like a fresh bruise to me that Dawn has. And he was trying to wake her up out of the recliner. I'm making my statement. Okay. She had no shits to give. She's just laying there. She's laying there. So at what time today? We'll see. It's 12:15 here, so it's 1:15 there. What time is anyone going to tell him, Dawn, did you know that you went to the bathroom on YouTube?
Well, I'm sure he knows by now. You know?
Happy birthday, Phoenix. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, let's all sing Phoenix happy birthday. Phoenix had some wine yesterday because it was her birthday. And people saying this is what they have to do to cope. Well, what's Summer doing to cope?
Huh. Well, in my opinion, Summer is somewhere where she doesn't have to worry about these dirtbags anymore. You know, I bet her bedroom is in a dungeon.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not where she's at. I mean, as of today, I mean, Summer has been gone 3 months.
Wow. That's how sad. You know, that little girl didn't ask for none of this.
Mm-mm.
I'll bet her. I hope the boys, honestly, I hope them boys don't see this video of
Well,
Candace and Don. How embarrassing.
like we were saying earlier, we're just hoping there's somewhere where they're not giving them social media privileges. Just let them to do. They're just not letting free reign on the internet. I mean, that's one thing I'll never understand.
Yeah, I would imagine that they're not exposed to this. I would pray that. I mean,
Rosalie said John Walsh didn't cope like this. Nope, neither did Ed Smart, neither did JC Dugard's parents. There's a lot of parents of missing children. Mark Klass, he actually made a foundation when his daughter Polly went missing. People that cope like this are people like them and Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony was getting tattoos and going to the bar. She knew it was done and over. She was getting on with her life. People that cope like this are not missing their children.
Casey Anthony was a liar, just like Don and Candace.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, wow.
M. Ray, we're not, you said stop trying to think good of these lowlifes. We're not. I hope you're not thinking we are.
How would you even say that to me?
Yeah, Kevin of all people.
Yeah, how can you even come up with that conclusion there? I think they're pathetic. And I've said it on every live. So I don't know where that information came from, but I wish you'd please explain yourself.
And we have 2 people in chat right now. Crime and Justice. I lost my son in 2008 and I didn't pull this crap. Yes, I was depressed and had to go to a therapist, but I didn't go on YouTube and act a fool. Well, because you're a good person and I'm really sorry about your son.
I lost my daughter to fentanyl and I didn't do this. Okay.
Lori Goodner said, I lost my granddaughter to SIDS and my daughter didn't cope this way. It's disgusting. I'm sorry about your grandbaby. Heidi said Natalie Holloway's parents went to a different country to look for her. Yep. Beth Holloway, I swear to God, I thought she was going to become a resident of Aruba for a while. She was there all the time. She's never going to stop until she finds her daughter. She knows her daughter's gone. She has a good idea what happened. But no, not these two. Nope, we just tear it up on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, Don and Candace, what have you done to find your daughter? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Get on YouTube taking a crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's really going to find Summer. You're a joke, Don. And so are you, Candace. And your grandma.
And we've talked about your daughter before, Kevin, and what you did to cope with that. And you've had your own struggles like many have, and you've been very open about that. So when you see the behavior of Don and Candace, do you not just lose your mind? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. This is not how a grieving parent acts, okay? At all. Now, I can understand, I could see myself with the way I used to be, start drinking to drown my grief and my sorrows and stuff. But that's not what's going on here at all. This problem was way before Summer went missing and the boys got taken.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that. Where did I think Don and Candace have been shit people for a long time.
Oh, yeah, this just didn't start. No. In my opinion.
But the last year seems to be a breaking point for both of them. We have the domestic violence in October. Dawn went to Utah and took their oldest son, I believe, just one child, right? And came back. I'd like to know why he went, why he came back. And not too long after, CPS gets involved and now Summer's missing. He's supposedly negotiating with the kidnappers. He is supposedly, he owes money to the cartel. Candace said she went for a run. And no, I don't think she was physically taking a jog. Came back and 10 minutes later, she was gone. Candace also said they were planting flowers and she walked her to the porch and she went inside. And then 2 minutes later, she was gone. Grandis has said that she watched her walk to the porch. And then Grandis also told someone else that the last time she saw her was in the truck. And that they drove all the way back to drop Grandis off, even though they pulled her all over all day. All day. That was a day full of BS. And then goes all the way back out, Candace did, to meet Dawn. Comes back at 5:30. Well, I mean, if your child needs medical attention, why would you take Grandis back, then go meet Dawn? Meet Dawn, then go back home. Then take Grandis back and meet him. And that was all over an orange pop. You know?
All they do is set up an alibi. That whole day. I don't know. It's just unbelievable. All the different lies and stories. Cartel, just sex traffickers from
Dawn, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. We're actually getting to play a video about your daughter. If you want to come up, Dawn, you're welcome to. No one's going to be rude to you, but there's the link.
But we will not defend SA. So
we're not even going to talk about it. Well, I want to find out if it's really Dawn or a troll. Because this person keeps coming in, wanting to know if they can come on the panel, and all I keep doing is putting up the link.
What's their name? Prayer Garden? Oh, Don Wells.
Mm-hmm. I want to find out what happened to his cheek or under his eye.
Yeah. I want to know what was wrong with Candace, Don. I want to know why you really took that red Subaru to work that day. I don't know. I don't think Don's going to grab the link.
He hasn't yet.
Yeah. Wasting time.
Oh, thanks, Jesse.
Oh, is Mike in chat?
No, I don't see Mike yet.
Okay. Well, that answers my question.
So this is on our community page. So anybody that's putting up a purple light for summer, let us know. And we'll share your pictures if you want.
Yep.
Did you see the picture, Kevin?
Yes, I did. I like the thumbnail. That's a nice picture. Yep. I want to see. Are we going to go through the pictures of the decline of summer, or is that another live?
Nope. I'm going to do it here in a second because people are asking where you can buy one. What Big Guy said you can get them at Home Depot, Dollar General. Savage said Dollar General in the Halloween aisle. People are ordering them from Amazon. No.
Yeah, they're not expensive.
No. Huh.
They're probably $1. In Michigan, that's 10 pop cans.
Well, that's your last chance, Dawn. There's the link.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Dollar Tree has them too. Okay. All right, well, hang on. I'm going to play a video real quick, and then we're going to talk about why we think that Summer had such a decline. Hold on one second. So I think we see a lot of different pictures there. We see a lot of Dawn's texts.
Ask chat, Brooks, if that was super buffered. Maybe it's just on my end.
Nope, no one said anything about it buffering.
Wow, it's on my end then, because when you played that video, it cuts in and out on me. I don't know why. I'm going to have to figure that out.
It's okay. All right, so a lot of people are saying the decline is because of hard drugs. I mean,
Summer?
Yeah, I mean, a lot went down. A lot went down. I mean, in October is when they had the domestic violence. You know, he went to Utah sometime in the spring. They decided to shave her head. And I don't believe any of this about, well, she's a tomboy and she wanted to have short hair like her mom. She wanted to have short hair like her brothers. Let me see if Outlaw Trucker can come up.
Why in the hell would she even want to be like her mom?
I know. Hey, does it work, Outlaw?
Same problem as last. Outlaw, if you have headphones on mine, can you just go straight to your phone? Like, I don't know, or is your mic turned off? It's something to do with his mic.
Yeah, you're going to have to fix your settings on your phone.
Look down at the bottom. If you're on your phone, it'll say mic cam. Is your mic cut off?
It's not muted back here.
It's got to be on his end.
Yeah.
This is the same thing that happened last time.
All right. Well, while
Sorry, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, well, he gets figured out. Then Mandy said it's in his settings. It's in his
Yeah, I
settings.
know. I've already explained it to him. Yep.
That's okay. All right. So what do you think the decline was, Kevin? I'm reading chat right now.
Definitely, for some reason, the parents, that could be very true. I mean, their alcohol and drug addiction could just be raging and excelling to where that's all they cared about.
Yeah.
You know, that, and because it's obvious that, you know, they quit combing her hair. She lost weight. She looked skinnier. That one picture of her standing by the fence with those gel shoes on, I don't like that picture. To me, that looks really bad.
A couple of you have asked about the Facebook page and the email. So I put it in the banner. Yeah, there's a Facebook page and there's an email. So if there's other cases or anything you want to discuss, people send pictures, things they think. Most everyone's saying drugs. I mean, there is a decline. It stands out in Summer's photos. If you look back 3 years in Candace's photos, this is from Just Roll With It. They decline. It's very noticeable. It is. And it's shocking when you look at it. When you look at her, okay, look at this picture right here.
Yeah, you could definitely see the decline. It's obvious.
I mean, look at this picture. I don't know what's in her mouth. I don't know if she's got a pacifier or I don't know, like a ring charm or something. But I mean, she looks like a nourished child. She does.
Or a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, her face is full.
Okay, Tracy said things got worse after Allie ended their friendship because she was buying him food. It's a candy pacifier. Okay, well, that explains what people talk about with her teeth. When you overload kids on sugar, it's going to hurt their teeth, obviously.
She's probably having her lunch in that picture. As far as I'm concerned. I doubt if Candace made him a salad. I mean, most kids don't like vegetables. I'm just saying that to make a point. I doubt if they had nutritious stuff in the refrigerator. I don't think I'd even want to see the inside of that refrigerator.
Oh, I doubt it doesn't even have a box of baking soda in it. I doubt it's been cleaned. I doubt there's probably stuff rotting in it.
I bet there's beer in it.
Well, yeah. But I mean, you see her here, then you see the other pictures that we put up. And it's not like Summer had some kind of crazy growth spurt or anything like that. I mean, this was neglect. Neglect. Total neglect.
Yeah, if you look at other pictures, you'll see the decline.
Sonia said, could she have been diabetic but not diagnosed? Honestly, I don't know. Someone else brought that up to me. They said maybe she had like a diabetic episode. I have never heard that she was diabetic. Never.
No, in my opinion, it's neglect. I don't know about the diabetes for sure, but I damn sure know about the neglect and the abuse. You can see it in all the pictures and the latest video. What really goes on Ben Hill Hell.
Well, I think it's all telling the story that Grandis made up when she was talking to the friend that she took a drink of the orange pop, and that's where people are saying maybe she's diabetic. Like, all that sugar at once. And she was like, oh, you can't drink that, but you drink this water. So, but none of the three of them have mentioned diabetes. Okay. If she had diabetes, one of them would have said something because they want their ass out of the ringer. Okay.
Exactly.
And they were, talking about whether to take her to the ER or not. Well, if she needs to go to the ER and she needs immediate attention, you take her straight there. You don't take Grandis home, then go meet Dawn. And also, this is like in a couple of hours from dropping Grandis off to supposedly meeting Dawn and then to coming back and then yelling, I can't find Summer. BS. Do you know how long it takes you to be seen at the ER? Even a damn urgent care. Come on. 2 hours? We've all been to the ER. We've all been to an urgent care. We've all been to the doctor. I mean, if it's, Wednesday morning and they had a bunch of cancellations, yeah, you might be in and out. But no, you are not in and out of the ER, especially with a child, within 2 hours. No. Plus, she had to drive all the way back home.
Watch tomorrow, Don will post something about Summer having diabetes. Mm-hmm. That's how he works.
Well, if she went to the ER with any kind of diabetic episode, she would have been kept at the ER. And if it was that bad, she would have died at the hospital. She wouldn't have been allowed to go with Dawn to be hidden somewhere.
She would have been admitted if it was that bad.
Yeah.
A child.
And even a diabetic taking a drink of a pop, even a pop that's been in that truck for 7 months, wouldn't have anything like this. No.
It would not be fatal in the least.
No, and this is just something else that they are throwing out there. If you throw enough shit, something's going to stick with them. And that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing.
That's all a narcissist and a gaslighter can do. Unbelievable. I wonder what's in store for us tomorrow.
Well, they kind of take it easy on Wednesdays. So I don't know.
I can't wait to see how. I mean, I can't wait to see how Don and everybody and Benny respond to this latest video.
Just Roll With It said they wouldn't know if she was diabetic. They never took her to the doctor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
These are not parents that would say, should we take her to the ER? Should we take her to the ER? No. Mm-mm. No.
Looks like Candace needed to go to the ER.
Yeah. So if they were that concerned on June 15th, well, they weren't that concerned. If we believe what Grandis told her friend, and again, I believe that woman she talked to Grandis. I don't have any, we're not throwing any shade at the creator that put it up. Okay. Because it's information to be out there. But it's yet another story. How do grown adults not remember what went on in such a day you wouldn't forget? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just, and it's just the whole story is bullshit. Everything. And I know people are saying that, well, they ain't been arrested yet, so law enforcement must not have nothing. Bullshit. You watch. When they come down, when law enforcement drops the hammer, they're going to drop the hammer. They ain't going to botch this one up. Not a chance. This case is too big, and I do have confidence in the FBI and the TBI. In my opinion, they know exactly what they're doing. And these clowns are going to go to jail. You watch.
Oh, someone's going to jail. And from my vantage point, I think it should be all three.
I guarantee it's going to be all three of them. Because Grandis is, I don't know. In my opinion, I don't know if she's involved with the whole Summer thing. But in my opinion, Grandis knows exactly what happened to Summer and where she is. And she's going to be at the least arrested for not reporting to law or whatever they charge you with. She's going to get that, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, could they have picked up something like, Doug was alluding to from the hippie house and put it in the orange pop, and that caused some kind of reaction? I don't know. I mean, did they want her asleep for some reason? Because I don't believe she drove Grandis all the way back home, then went to meet Don, waited at the ER, grabbed Summer and came back home. And then a few minutes later, she went on a run and then came back and Summer was missing. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe Grandis told her friend that. I don't believe it.
And let's not forget the case that the state and CPS have against the Wells too. They're going to get their ass in trouble for this child abuse and child neglect. That hasn't even hit yet. You watch what I tell you. Law enforcement, they're piling. I mean, because I guarantee you, they're in trouble with CPS and neglecting those kids. That's another charge against them, besides Summer. So they're in deep shit as far as I'm concerned.
They know they are. That's the reason they keep changing their story. They seem to think the court of popular opinion is going to get their ass out of the ringer instead of the people that really make the decisions, as in the TBI, the sheriff, the prosecutors. They're not worried about any of them. They're worried about all of us. That's what we're dealing with. These are the idiots we're dealing with. These are the idiots that put sunglasses on at 9 o'clock last night, walked around with no shirt on, called Benny to read a statement as if it was the State of the Union curing all our problems, tried to wake Candace up. It's my statement. And then goes and uses the bathroom on live, gets up, puts his pants, buckles his pants, and walks in the other room and says Benny has the voice of God.
Yeah, Don, and why aren't you and Candace addressing the fact that of CPS that I guess they're all lying too about you. That's why they got your boys taken away. Why aren't you talking about that? You can't make up no stories about that because they have your ass. So, address that. They don't care, though. They just don't care. I mean,
they care about themselves, but their lives have never been about their children. Their lives have never been about their children. Candace Bly Wells has lost 6 children in her life. 6.
Yeah.
2 to the state of Wisconsin. 3 are now with the state of Tennessee. And I hope those boys go to great homes and they forget all the shit they saw at Dawn and Candace's. And Summer is missing. Summer is not with some rich lady. Summer is not with the cartel. Summer did not die at the ER, and Dawn carried her out and went and put her somewhere.
Yeah, that's a joke. They don't care. I mean, and one of Candace's kids, everybody knows, I've said, is got brain damage from a bat. As far as I'm concerned, law enforcement should take her ovaries. That lady should not be allowed to have kids. And Don ought to be fixed. Well, maybe he is. I don't know.
Oh, I doubt it.
But I'm just saying, they do not deserve to have children.
Because this is the woman that was in charge of watching 4 children.
Yep, there's the real Candace right there with her red hoodie on. Wow, how embarrassing. I bet their kids are embarrassed.
I hope that they have a loving home.
So do I.
They can get enough therapy and love and everything. And not ever have to think about what they saw, what they heard. Because you can't tell me those 3 boys are not mortified and horrified that their sister is gone. They probably don't even know about their other siblings.
Those boys in Summer, they have scars on their heart that are never going to really heal. They will never get over this 100%. Never. Now, this is my opinion. This is going to stay with them the rest of their lives. These parents, just slap them kids in the face. I just, you think about it when the boys get older, when they talk about their mom and dad. I'm sure there was some fun times, I guess. But Don and Candace have left some big emotional scars on them kids that are going to carry on for the rest of their life. So Don and Candace, I hope you're proud that you did that.
Yep.
Okay. We've all messed up as parents, and done things. But I ain't never done shit like this.
We have thoughts every day as parents going, wow, I wish I wouldn't have, worked so much, or I shouldn't have said this, or, I lost my temper and I yelled, or, any of those things. This is the worst of society.
Yeah. I mean, just, yeah, Candace, Mrs. Wannabe Gangster. Yeah, look at her.
Jules
They had
said,
to put a billboard up of this. Don't do drugs.
for real. That would actually make you not do drugs. Jules
Exactly.
said, hi, Kevin. Jules said hi to you.
Who?
Jules, she said, hi, Kevin.
Well, hello, Jewel. I don't know who you are, but hi.
Everyone knows you, Kevin. Come on. Everyone knows
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, some people
Lady-
probably.
Lady Sleuth, maybe you'll know Kevin because I don't know. Hang on. Lady Sleuth said she did have another girl before Summer that she put for adoption. Now, are you talking about the third Candace, or is there actually 7 children from Candace, Summer's mom? Because we have the oldest son, Candace the third, the 3 boys, and Summer. So is there a 7th child? Does anyone know?
I don't know. There's so many damn Candaces. This is my brother Candace, my other brother Candace.
Lady said there's 7 children, so she put one up for adoption.
Wow.
Because I was reading that in a group one day, and then they were like, no, that's not true, but too many people are saying it.
Wow.
After Summer, one was given up for adoption. Well, so why would married parents not want their child? Wow. Kevin, you take this.
With me that Summer's fallen into foul play from Candace. Candace is an evil woman. I'll tell you that right now. I've never pussyfooted around her. She's capable of doing any damn thing. Look at her.
Okay, so 7 kids. Thank God 1 went to adoption. 2 went to the state
Right.
of Wisconsin. 3 are in foster care with Tennessee. Summer is missing. Candace has lost any respect anyone ever had for her. Okay, we talked about it a few weeks ago. And I don't believe that Dawn is Father of the Year by any means.
Hell
But
no.
6 kids in your care, Candace. You've ruined their lives. You've
Yeah, I
ruined
hope
their
you're
lives.
proud of it. Worthless.
Okay, 5 are taken care of by the state. Your mother didn't care. As a grandmother, Grandis did not care that her oldest 2 grandchildren with the state of Wisconsin. She doesn't care that she's got 3 with the state of Tennessee. 1 is missing, Summer, and 1 was put for adoption. That one that was put for adoption needs to thank her lucky stars every day. Kevin is famous.
I ain't no famous, but I'll tell you what, this woman should not be allowed to have kids. I'm serious, and there's rumors going around that she's pregnant. Man, I hope to God that's not the truth.
No. Mm-mm.
And if it is, you can't have a kid in prison anyway, so they're going to take that one too. So that'll make 8. Candace. How many kids do you got to lose before you go, yep, I'm a fuck up? Wow, that's the first part of getting healthy when you're like you are. You got to surrender, Don and Candace, for reals to Jesus. And like I said before, don't piss Jesus off. You probably already have.
Well, I mean, here's a picture of Candace with Summer, and looks like Summer's got some ice cream on her, and it's a normal picture. Candace looks like a normal person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Summer looks healthy there. I mean, me.
Yeah. Had an ice cream. Looks like they're at a carnival. Candace isn't passed out in the front yard. Her eyes are normal. She's lucid. I mean, so what happened that wasn't enough for her?
No. I don't know. I just, I can't help it. I don't have any sympathy really for any of them. None. And I'm not that kind of a person really. I mean, but my God, come on. How they don't even try at all.
No.
Man, you think they'd be cleaning that house up, fixing the yard up, fixing the house up, put the kids put some walls up, give them a bed. They ain't doing none of that. What they're doing is they have to spend 24/7 defending Don's narcissistic behavior.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they're doing. They're digging, like Doug was saying, they're digging, shovelfuls of dirt. They're digging their own grave. And Don using God. Don, you ain't no preacher, man. I'll tell you that right now. The way you're using God, well, if I were you, I'd stop.
Amber said, so they have 8 to 9 children altogether, and they don't even have one. No. From what I understand, Don has 2 from Pam, 4 with Candace. Candace has 2 from her first relationship, and then 1 went for adoption. So, yeah. And if she is pregnant, obviously that baby's going to have problems if you look at the picture on the screen.
Yeah. Can you imagine that baby in her womb?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hope to God that's not true. But if it is, yeah, just think of what that baby looks like in her womb.
Butterfly says, I can't help but wonder about Margie, Don's daughter, with his first wife, especially since she handled being ard so well by so many, according to Don. That's the sickest statement. I mean, that's sicker than Don defecating in front of us last night. Sicker than that. When he went into that story and talked about how his daughter had been raped lots of times, but she dealt with it. She didn't go, meh, meh, meh. I was like, what? As a father, you should still be trying to find those people.
All he's doing is defending, his essay. And as far, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, okay, he probably has something to hide about his daughter being sexually whatever, and sorry, but that's the kind of person he is. And I don't really talk about SA because I'm not a woman, and there's guys too, but I don't know enough about it, and I kind of pussy put around that because I don't want to trigger anyone. You know what I mean? Because I'm not qualified to handle opinions and stuff about, and be fair to the victim. But I do sympathize with victims wholeheartedly. But I just kind of tiptoe around it because I'm not comfortable talking about it, that. But I will say that defending it is absolutely sickening. You know, to do that, to discredit the victims is wrong. And I've said it all along that since I began talking that on YouTube that Don had skeletons in his closet and there's a trail of victims, and lo and behold, what is there? A trail of victims.
Yep.
And I feel sorry for them women.
I feel sorry for the family. I feel sorry for Summer being born into this family.
And oh shit.
I feel sorry for all of them. And Summer stopped everything that was going on, dead in its tracks. Dawn and Candace dealt with on a different level. But there will not be children abused ever again by Dawn and Candace.
Yeah, that's something to have a party over. Summer will be the poster child for SA. As far as I'm concerned. And that's my opinion.
Child abuse, missing children.
Yep. And the worst that you can think of. That's my opinion about that. But time will tell, hopefully, before something happens and they OD or kill themselves. I hope to God that doesn't happen before we find Summer. Because Don's even said it. I'm not going back to prison. He won't. In my opinion, he will. That'll be the end of Don.
Don also said that whoever's responsible, he doesn't want them prosecuted, doesn't want them to go to jail.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want himself.
Can you imagine?
Just talking about himself.
Uh-huh.
He can't answer that. And he can't plead for his daughter either. He won't do it. We've given him a million chances. So that right there tells me, this is all bullshit, these stories. And I'm starting to get migraines watching them.
Well, the all telling is the three people, okay, Grandis, Candace, and Dawn, have never been cleared by the authorities. Never.
No, they're not going to be.
They've never been cleared.
In my opinion, don't you think with this much publicity on this Wells case and the heat that Don and Candace are taking, in my opinion, law enforcement, if this was truly an abduction, they would have stopped this shit already. Everyone is a suspect. In my opinion, everyone is Don, Candace, and Grandma. That's three people. That makes up everyone.
Oh, I agree. I agree. In other cases, they will say the parents had nothing to do with this, and they move on. They move on.
Okay, look how much the YouTube creator and the YouTube community has figured out. Some of it's, there's a lot, but the thing of it is TBI and the FBI, those people that work for them, they are very, very smart. They know 1,000 times more than what we know. So can you imagine? That hammer is going to fall.
Oh, when the actual day comes out, and what really went on, it's probably going to blow our minds. It's either going to be so simple or it's going to blow our minds.
Yep. That's what I say. It's going to be absolutely great, and it's going to be horrendous at the same time. That's what I think. I think it's going to be good news, but it's also going to be heartbreaking and very disturbing when we find out everything.
Because
Look,
the person that was in charge of Summer that day is on the screen. Okay?
how come Candace has two chins?
Well, she does in that picture. I guess she wasn't taking a really good selfie. She didn't really have
She's
a
a-
filter on, if you know what I mean.
She has
So,
a big head, in my opinion.
Yeah. And people are asking, why hasn't there been an arrest yet? Why is there not an arrest? Well, they've got, I mean, I'm just going to guess that they have we know all the BS we've heard, right? It's been a bullshit fest. One story after another. So imagine what the TBI is digging up, what Sheriff Lawson is digging up, people they're talking to. Sheriff Lawson said in one interview, he said, you know, who you guys are talking to, meaning the YouTube community, people on Facebook, Twitter, everything like that. He said, anyone you've thought of talking to, we've talked to. She does look like the Grinch. You're right.
Yeah, she does. I have a clip of. I can send you something if you want.
Okay.
Right click and you can play it. Just a second. Let me get it. I hope I don't. If something happens, I'll be right back. Shouldn't. Okay. Okay. It'll be in your text. Can you still hear me?
I can
Okay.
hear
This would be Don at home and Candace, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna send.
Yeah, I agree with Bex. The TBI and FBI are going to solve this. Absolutely. They are going to solve this. What you got, Kevin? Let me see what Kevin.
I don't know why I ever leave this place. I've got all the company I need right here. Hello! Hello! How are you? How are you? How are you? I asked you first. Oh, that's really mature, saying exactly what I said. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. All right, fine. I'm not talking to you anymore. In fact, I'm going to whisper so that by the time my voice reverberates off the walls and gets back to me, I won't be able to hear it. You're an idiot.
There.
She is an idiot. She is an idiot. She is an idiot. She's an idiot. She's
Oh,
an
that's
evil
funny.
person. She's a neglectful mother. I just cannot believe 7 children. 7 children.
Yeah, hopefully it's not 8. I don't
Well,
believe that rumor yet. Anyway, I don't know. But
I'm not believing it yet either. And the reason, because we saw her condition last night.
But I wouldn't be surprised. That's for sure.
But no, I think the decline was definitely hard drugs in that house, a breakdown in their marriage. And these aren't people that can cope with things that go on without just letting it all go to shit. All go to shit. And the way they have carried on with their life is ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous the way they have carried on. They have not been respectful to what is going on. I mean, right here, purple, summer favorite color. This is for you, baby girl. We love and miss you with all our hearts. Your brothers say happy 4th, sissy. We hope you can see this and come home safe with us. Well, again, that's more making things about them. For some reason, they think this whole thing is going to be tried in social media and not with a jury. Just roll with it, Sid. And then she runs around. Hang on. And then she runs around taking them to the park and stuff like that. She's a great mom. I don't understand. She was seen in public a lot afterward. The prayer vigils and stuff like that. Because, I mean, this is how she really is in church. This is how she really is in church.
All that shit was just a show. Just like that shirt she had on in the cross. The Mom Patrol shirt. When I saw that, I wanted to, yeah, look at that. There's the real Candace. And the Don.
Woman in the red hoodie. Don, he's listening. The woman in the red hoodie is the mother that has lost 6 kids, and she's passed out on the church pew.
Don's probably thinking of a way to gaslight why his wife is comatose. You know, no eyes on Summer, though. That's because Summer didn't want to sit there. I wouldn't either. Who in the hell wants to sit next to that?
No.
How? Is that pathetic or what?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Who the hell goes to church all tanked? Who does that? Who does that?
Candace.
Uh-huh.
Jeez. Yep, there's the real Candace with her red hoodie on.
And no, I just saw in chat about Hunter. I don't think Hunter's telling the entire truth either. I think he added a few things to his story to look like the big man. Well,
in my opinion of Hunter, and this is my opinion, Hunter is just a 15-year-old boy trying to be cool from a dysfunctional family. That's my thoughts on Hunter.
Right.
He didn't do nothing this summer. I don't think he did it all. I don't think he had anything to do with this. He was used. But the one thing I am curious about, Hunter said, and this is the only statement, when he said he saw on Candace, it's done. That gives me red flags.
Yeah, but I want to know what was done considering Summer was alive and well right there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I would love to know the meaning.
What was done? They found that Dawn figured out a place to put her?
Right.
Hey, Cat. Hey, Cato.
That I'm done. That if that is true, that he did see that, well, when they go to court and they go to trial, that's going to be a major. If you think about it, if it means what it could mean, that is a major red flag with something. It's either going to show their character, a drug deal that they did or something, or I don't know. I just think if it's true, that's going to be a very important part of this this case.
Okay. Someone
I don't
said,
know.
looks like a cell phone in the picture tucked in her legs. I don't see a cell phone, but I've always, actually, I haven't always. It was pointed out to me the other day. What is this? What is this? What is this mark right here underneath her ear? What's coming out of, I mean, is that like just a stain on the milk bottle? What is that right there? I mean, it's not a shadow. What is that?
I don't know. It could be a shadow from Summer's head, but if you look, so the edge of Summer's face is behind that thing. You see what I'm talking about? Like if you follow her head straight up, that her head is behind that mark. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's not, I don't think it's a shadow because Summer's head isn't making it be a shadow. It's either dirt on the milk or I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've never even noticed it before. I don't know.
They
Could
said
be
that's-
dirt. It could.
Yeah, it's the bottom of the handle. I see that, but it's a different color.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
black.
I've bought milk lots of times, and I've never seen that.
Okay, if you want to see what a shadow looks like, that thing, the other jug of milk underneath that one, you see that gray area? That's a shadow. But the one on that milk jug that her head's on, yeah, right there, that's a shadow. But then if you go up there, yeah, right there, I don't know if that's a shit. It just doesn't look like it could be a shadow from her head. I don't know.
I don't know. I just think it's weird.
interesting. It is interesting.
Well, I'm going to start wrapping this up, guys. We kind of wasted your time this morning with the issues. Her hands, one of her hands definitely looks swollen to me. Her ear is purple, someone said. Oh, I don't know.
That milk jug photo's been studied so much. They even had a lady that was retired. Okay, I hope I get this right. I know she was on duty run, and she was a retired either a coroner, a forensic person. I know. Anyway, she knew her shit, and she said that in her opinion, Summer was alive in that photo. So I don't know. You know, I don't know. I mean, if she isn't, that's huge evidence. But if she is, it still leads us right back to what the hell is going on.
Thank you, Susan. I do apologize for the problems this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play the video of Summer again, and we're going to wrap this up, and we're going to see everyone tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Oh, hang on. Doug's in here. What'd he say? He said, hey, Brooks, Kevin, and all. Well, hey, Doug, do you want to come up real quick before we end the show and say hi?
Yeah, you can give your Benny impression of him in the garage.
You can do your Don impression of him on the toilet last night.
I'm glad Don wasn't constipated. Oh, that would have been really sick.
Hello, Doug. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty
Good,
good.
I was just catching the end of your show on my lunch break, and I'm sorry I missed the majority of it. I'll have to catch up on it, but I wanted to just come in and show my love and appreciate you guys. We're at 90 days. Today's the 15th. She went missing on the 15th.
Yep.
So,
We're at 3 months.
and thank you for putting those purple, those lights up. I've gotten some emails. We've gotten some good response. I think that we're going to make a difference, and we're going to see a lot of lights in this world for summer.
I think
Sweet.
so.
That's the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I just wanted to come up real quick because I do have to make some more phone calls. The mortgage world's crazy, just So I do appreciate you guys, and thank you for having me up. And everyone you guys have a great subscribership. And thank you again for having me on the show yesterday. I had a great time.
Hey, no
Hey,
problem.
thanks a lot, Doug. That means a lot to us.
You're
Oh,
welcome
always.
anytime. Hey,
Awesome,
everyday
guys.
shenanigans. Hey.
Likewise, you guys. Much
Oh,
love and
wow.
respect. Don't
The-
forget, Dom. Don't forget. Don't listen to what is being put out over there on the other side because it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
I hear you.
All right,
Hey.
you guys. Thank you.
All right, bye, Doug.
Have a
Hey,
good
we got the
Doug.
we got the queen in chat. Oh, you got to put her up. Everyday Shenanigans is the queen.
Hey, do you want to come up, everyday shenanigans?
I love that lady's channel. Now there's a person, the queen. She's a person that can
It
preach.
was funny. Okay, Anna said, she said, sure. Good. Okay, Anna said it's $1 at Dollar Tree for the purple light bulbs, really? Oh, for a black light. Okay, for a black light.
That's what they are. The black lights are purple.
Do you ever think that maybe they get so torn up on Tuesdays because that's normally when they do the prayer vigils?
Ah, there she is.
Hey, everyday shenanigans, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Pretty good. What'd you think of the statement last night?
Well, I didn't listen to all of it because I was live last night, and I just played a little bit of it, and then I cut it because I just didn't want it on my channel. But I got to see the I don't know how to word it. Was he in the restroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Oh, that was sickening, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I was thinking he went in another room and just like sat down. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was a toilet. And you know what?
Oh,
Who else would put that up but Benny?
yes.
What
I
would
mean,
you do if you
hey.
had someone live on your channel, Everyday Shenanigans, and you realize, okay, their camera's on, they've got no shirt on, sunglasses on at 9 o'clock at night, and they're waking up their incoherent wife, and then they go to the bathroom in front of you? Wouldn't you be like, we'll do this later?
Well, see, that's the difference. Look who program it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Preach it, queen.
The messenger. That's why. Take it down, put it back up. What's the point? It's sad. He's sad to me. He's a very sad person to me. They're all sad. They're all sad.
Like
They're
you
all
always say, the belly of the beast.
Yes, the belly of the beast. I mean, I was watching their pictures, looking at the pictures of the children last night before I went live, and they are beautiful kids. They are absolutely beautiful children. And it just made my stomach turn thinking that they were living in a house with these two. So as I tell people, imagine what you don't know. Because right now you're hearing he said, she said from different parties. But imagine what is the actual truth of living with those two. If the walls could talk.
Well, and I think that's the thing with the boys right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that the oldest son is in one home and the two younger boys are in another home.
Mm-hmm.
And
where'd you hear that from?
Do what?
Where'd you hear that from, honey?
Someone put this in the chat the other day.
Yeah. See, that was my fear because, it takes a lot to take in children, period, for whatever reasons. You can't assume that 3 children who are related are going to live in the same foster home.
Right. And there's
that's
not enough foster parents. Everyone screams
Right.
about CPS, but they have nowhere to put them. They can't open up.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad you said that because a lot of people think, like with the Cal City situation, that they're walking around in cloaks and long robes and chanting at night, looking for children to steal.
No, they have nowhere to put them.
Thank you.
I mean, in this family, look at this. You've got, and I'm going to say it, Grandis, Jeannie, Mary. You've got all these people, but the boys are in state care.
Right. You know, something I heard the other day that's baffling to me. And I don't know if this is true or not, because see, everything is a rumor. Allegedly, one of the sisters offered to buy one of the children for $10,000. One of his older children, the older child that Don has.
Margie, the one that's been raped a lot, and she just dealt with it.
Okay, so do you believe that? Do you believe that his sister offered to buy her to help him and his wife out at that time? When was it ever appropriate to give a crackhead money, period? Let alone
You go, girl.
No, who would do? No. Nobody offered him money. No one offered him money. They might have said, I'll adopt your child. I'll adopt your child because you're not taking care of him.
Somebody said that. Somebody read that information off. Either it was in a chat or on someone's channel. I heard that day from yesterday.
Casey said she was trying to adopt the oldest daughter. That makes sense, but it's still a process. You can't. Kids aren't stray dogs.
I just said, like I told the person, I don't know what's the truth or not, but I can't imagine offering my own brother money to buy my niece. I would say to that person, hey, you and your wife aren't doing a good job, and my husband and I are willing to take your child and adopt your child. When you and your wife straighten your act out, you're welcome to see your child, have visitation. But I can't see offering you money, because I've never heard of offering drug addicts $10,000 or $2,000.
Right.
Why would you offer them money?
Dawn probably asked for that amount of money because Dawn's all about money.
Yeah. Well,
she was probably
Queen.
She was probably trying to get the daughter that she believed was being abused.
Yes. Well, why didn't she? How about that? Let's just go there. Whether there was money involved or not. No one asked. Someone asked. Why did she not get her?
You know, and I don't know what an in-family adoption. I don't know.
You don't have to. You don't have to have an petition. You can petition the court. They investigate, and then you go to court. People do it every day. See, that's why I tell people to always listen to the information that's being brought to you. You know, instead of passing it around, repeat it and ask yourself, does it make any sense?
None of it makes sense. What makes sense to you in this case? What makes sense to you in this case?
Nothing. But I got a surprise for you all this week.
Come on.
I can't tell you. Just be looking for it.
Am I right about it? Does it involve film?
Involve who?
Is it your, I don't want to say because I don't want to give it away. Is it, oh man.
What is it, kid?
You're going to be a movie star.
Oh, no. I haven't heard anything about that yet. No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's pertaining to this. I'm gonna let's just say I'm gonna take a little ride this week.
Come on, I'll be watching for that.
Yeah. It won't be live because I'm not trying to end up, on Dateline. So.
I hear you. Oh man, I love your channel though. Your channel. Hey, I tell everybody, if you want to go to church and listen to crime in church, tune in to Everyday Shenanigans, the Queen. I'm serious about that. I really do mean that.
Guys, it's a great channel. Hang on, one sec. Spirit Seeker said Mary stated on Chris's live that she and her ex were going to pay $10,000 for Margie. Dawn's ex-wife was all for it till Mary said no contact.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard. That's what I heard. She backed out.
So he still wanted access to his daughter.
So that's why I said with this story, you don't know what is the truth. And that's what's so sickening about the story is that it has gone beyond common sense and reasoning and rationale. It's just right now, it's just a gossip meal. of this and that, and Pookie, Ray Ray, Bubba said this. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. It makes
I hear you. Yeah, it's a joke.
this, you
It
know what this
really
case
is.
reminds me of? Cupcake and Cal City. It's all wrapped in one. Because Cupcake was the same. Started out with the baby daddy making up stories about a ransom, and people ran with that. And I mean, Facebook was like on fire. That's how people came to know me. I was talking about this little girl missing out of Alabama, out of Birmingham. And I mean, these people were vicious. They talked crazy. They were threatening each other. And they were bringing out all these secrets about the father and the mother. And then they said they were in on it. And then in the end, guess what? Those two never got arrested. Some guy and girl were arrested. Derica Brown and Patrick Stallworth. And periodically, I'll talk to Derica's sister. She's been on my panel before. And they had a messed up life. And see, that's the history of this stuff, like what we're talking about now. They both grew up with a mother who I believe was on drugs. She didn't know how to take care of them. She was mentally ill. She lost custody of her children, and those kids ended up in foster care. And then they end up becoming wounded adults. So now you have a daughter who's had these children, and she's now abusing her children. And one of the allegations is that she put one of the kids in the washing machine.
Good Lord. Candace need to put her ass in the washing machine with Don.
Yep.
You know what?
Hey, have you
Yeah.
seen our
They
video?
dirty.
Have
What'd
you
you say,
seen, have you seen our video about Brantley Weldon?
No.
It's on the channel. That's
Okay,
gonna
I'll check it out.
really turn your stomach.
Okay. Where's the location?
It's on our channel. Just look for, I think it says Justice.
No. I mean, what's the setting of the crime?
Oh, it was in Indiana, but the
Oh,
little boy
yeah.
was from Iowa.
Oh, he's from Iowa. Okay.
The man that assaulted this little boy was released yesterday.
Oh. How much time did
Is
he
that-
do?
None. He was, I mean,
Is
I'd
that-
say,
Oh Lord.
Is that the little boy that you were telling me about with the trucker?
yeah. I mean, when
Oh
I say
man.
none, I'm saying like next to nothing. I mean, his family put their house up as collateral to get him out. He shouldn't be on the streets after what he
See,
did.
that's what's so amazing. See, that's kind of like this story here with Patrick. His family has I think, well-to-do people, African American people down in Birmingham. His stepfather played pro ball, football. I think that was a rumor people had put out. And the trial had supposed to have started last fall, but because of COVID, it's been put off. So I'm looking forward to these two demons going to court. But it's something about them is creepy, because when you watch the video footage of that night, there is video footage of two people going up to the children playing. It's eerie. I mean, it's like something out of a movie, because you rarely get footage of a crime taking place. You know what I'm saying? You rarely get. And you can't tell, you can't make the people out. You can only just assume which one was which. It's like one person walks up to them, say something, then walk off, the kids keep playing. Then another person walks up, and then the children follow.
Wow.
To the car. And then then there's a little boy. He's a mysterious boy. We've all been trying to figure out who he is. He's on somebody's phone saying, "Oh, I was under the car playing and I saw little feet get into the truck." So it's kind of like, okay, when you say little feet, everyone was trying to dissect. Are we talking about bare feet, or are we talking about with shoes on? So I don't know.
Kevin's
But I
back.
think it was bare feet, because they did find her shoes behind one of the buildings, where she must have taken her shoes off when she was playing.
Good God.
It's an
wrong
eerie
with these
story.
people?
It's a very eerie story. And I caught hell talking about that story from the mother. Eventually, she came for me. She decided to put little memes up of me and another YouTuber on her channel. But I let her know, you are the least of my worries. You don't concern me.
We don't have time for those people. We do not
Yeah,
have
I
time.
mean,
I've
you
got
can do
people
all of
after
that.
me. We
That
don't
means
have time for
nothing.
those people.
Yeah, that means nothing to me, because I feel like this. You left your child in the projects to play in a project you didn't even live in. So you make that make sense. You left your child in a development that you pay no rent, no light bill, no nothing. And to this day, you have never told anybody where the hell you were while that little girl sat outside playing with random kids at an alleged birthday party that she wasn't invited to. And that girl went to Facebook and she told that. She told everybody, let me clear it up. I don't know the little girl, and I didn't invite her to my kid's party. She came over with other kids. We fed them, but I don't know her. And to this day, when you open up any Google article, that's the first thing you see. Child goes missing at birthday party. They will not retract that.
No.
Not retract that. And it pisses me off because she was not invited to that party.
Well, you were just saying, Queen, you were just saying that, you know, you don't worry about, the only person I'm worried about is Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes,
you have to get tough skin up here. Because, you know, I'm telling you, with Cal City, they came for me. I was public enemy #1 months ago. And the thing is, I don't dance by other people's music. I don't think like most people. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody by being on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? I have my opinion. You have your opinion. I'm never going to rally with anybody that I think could have hurt a child. So if you want to rally with the mother, the cousin, the daddy, that is your prerogative. But you can't make me rally with somebody who has abused their kids, neglected their kids. It doesn't matter if it's in the start of the story, the beginning of the story, the middle of the story. I don't rock like that.
No.
You know? And that's why people didn't like me, because they were like, well, you know, the bio mom, she ain't got nothing to do with it. You're a damn lie. She's a start.
Well, it's like Breeza Terrell.
Breeza
Terrell. Have you looked that up in Davenport, Iowa? There's no way Aisha is not responsible. She's the one that gave her to the sex offender.
Oh, wow.
That was July 10th of 2020.
Okay. And
they found her bones in March. She was twerking at the club a month later.
Girl, you're killing me. Well, see, that's why I'm telling you. The things I know, I'm telling you. People say, well, you know, they don't got nothing to do with nothing. We're trying to find the kids. And I get it. People want to stick with what's happened to a child when they're missing. Like with Summer, it's the same thing. You're getting tired of the gossip that he said, that she said about the parents, but the parents are making themselves relevant. You understand what I'm saying? Now in Cal City, it's different. The bio mom came forward and then she fell off. But my thing is, they still had a start. They didn't just, you know, follow up at 3-4 years old from a rock. And then these people walked by and picked them up out the desert and adopted them. They were put into foster care. And my thing is, had somebody done right by them in the beginning, we wouldn't have this story. And I tell people that everything is at the beginning of the story. Every story starts at the beginning. You don't start a story from the middle. You don't pick and choose what part of the story you think is best to tell.
And Summer's story did not start June 15th.
That's right.
Started way before. Yeah. What built up to June 15th? What built up to that?
It's no telling. But see, the stats don't lie. They'll tell you. I always bring stats to my channel instead of just, you know, randomly talking. I'll bring you stats about missing people, how long it takes before they go look for you, what's an Amber Alert, all that. Most people, children anyway, they are murdered by their parents.
Thank you, Queen. There you
they
go.
Go missing. It's by their parents or caretaker, not
you go, girl.
It's a very small percentage of children that are abducted by a stranger.
That is a fact.
And that's
very small. One that did the deed, one covered it up, and 3 are covering. And that is Dawn, Candace, and Grandis.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you something. Do you believe whoever this is that's talking, I'm kind of confusing the person that's giving the version of what Grandis said happened. Who is that? Is that Sherry or that's another woman?
We don't know. I've been hearing that it's Sherry. Some people say it's
similar. Yeah. The voice is very raspy.
Oh, that lady. I know you're talking. She sounds like she smoked about 80 packs of
Yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah, she sounds like a smoker. Yeah. So that's what. So when I
Yeah.
listened to Sherry speak, I said, "Well, it sounds a little bit like her." So I'm just trying to figure out who is the person that gave this version of what allegedly happened. Who
Well,
is it?
Kay said that she called from a star 67 number, so she doesn't have her
Oh, you
number.
blocked the number. She blocked it. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know how she got Kay's number, and I'm sure someone
Oh.
gave it to her. Kay
Mm,
doesn't have a channel right now. I don't know what platform she's using,
Okay.
but what Grandis fed her was a pile of crap.
What? Who
I don't
did?
believe none of them.
Say what now?
Well,
What
okay, what
Grandis,
happened was, go
What
ahead,
Grand-
Brooks.
what Grandis told the friend is a pile of crap.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you this: do you believe some part of this story? Do you? I guess what I'm trying to say. Do you believe Granny Kane talked and said something
No,
about June 15th?
nope. I don't.
So you
don't
think this person
she
is
had the
lying and making this
conversation at
up?
all? You just think this woman made all this up?
Who, me?
No, Kevin.
In my opinion, I have a trouble believing any damn thing that's going on.
Yeah, that's the
You
sad
know what
part
I'm
of it.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Who do you believe?
Who do you believe? Yeah,
It's so hard,
it's sick.
you know?
It's very,
Yeah.
very sick.
I mean, it could all be made up or it couldn't be. But the thing
Yeah.
of it is what I'm getting at, I guess, is, in my opinion, all three of them, the Musketeers, they know damn
Yeah.
good and well what happened
they
this
all know
summer.
something. There's no way that they don't. I
No.
think the sick part is going to be if we find out that this was what I'm thinking. This was a setup from the beginning. There was no accident. This was a deliberate
Yeah, you
plan.
know,
Whatever the reason was to get rid of the child.
Absolutely.
that's
The
a
whole
good
thing
point.
was alibi. The only thing I believe about the story, if this woman ever talked to Grandis, was that
Mhm.
Grandis went to the doctor that morning.
Mm-hmm.
Candace and Summer were with her.
Yeah.
Hunter showed up later.
Yeah.
But the whole the orange pop was bad, and then Candace drove all the way back to drop off Candace after she'd already been pulling her roundhouse after half acre all day.
Okay.
Then she
Do
went.
you all even believe that she was
No.
at the quarry? Granny Kane?
I think she was there. Yeah, I think she was there.
No, I mean at the quarry.
At the quarry? I don't know.
I think I think they went to the quarry first and then they went and picked up Granny Kane.
Oh, you're talking about the swimming hole, right, Queen?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. That's what the quarry is. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Do you believe now? What was your question? I'm sorry.
I said I believe that I'm wondering if Granny Kane ever went to the quarry.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who the
Because she
heck?
never talked, to my understanding. She never really just gave detailed information, to my understanding. If I'm wrong, that I stand corrected.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I don't
think
know of
she-
any.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Go
saying.
ahead.
Who's
I'm
to
sorry.
say?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Who's to say they went, did their thing, and then they went and picked her up, and they took her to Walgreens, and they went to these other places, and then they dropped off H, and then from H's house is where the plan comes into motion.
That's a really good point.
Because
Grandis
my
could have been
source,
with
I
them
have a
all day.
source. I have a
She
source
could have
that
been at
thinks
the hospital all day.
that she is dropped off. She's dumped from Kingsport to Rogersville.
Oh, wow.
And this is from information on the
Uh-oh.
ground. This is from information on the ground. There's people actually watching and talking to people. That's why I was able to tell the people about the red truck. Don't worry about that truck because it's obsolete. That's why you don't hear any more about it. And that's coming from a source.
Right.
It's
Man, I'm glad you just said that because that makes me feel good, and probably other people that I've said too from day one. That damn truck don't mean a damn thing.
no, it doesn't mean anything. And I always thought
Nope.
that the truck was a ruse. The truck was a ruse to get somebody to talk and shake in their boots.
Yep,
Kind of like the
you're
BBC
exactly
sniper.
right.
Yep. Kevin and I were talking about that. We said it's
Yeah.
the red herring.
Yeah, with the DC sniper, once law enforcement knew about the guy and the boy as the shooters, they put out information about a truck, yeah. They already knew who they wanted. You understand what I'm saying? But they never told the
Yeah.
public, yes, we know who's out here shooting these random people. They couldn't do that.
No,
So
but they
yes,
kept
law
saying for
enforcement lied.
everyone to look for a white van.
Exactly.
Yep. Same thing with the red truck.
So that's how I felt about the red truck.
Yep.
It's never nothing.
But Don ran with it like he runs with everything else.
Well,
he even
see,
said law enforcement saw the red truck the day of.
Mhm.
How does he know that if he was at work? How does he know the dogs weren't there?
that's the whole point.
How does he know Billy was creeping around?
See, and that was a valid point too. How would you know?
I agree.
Why would it be a concern? Call the police. Who told you he was there? Who told you somebody's walking around on your property? And allegedly, if you saw a truck at the end of your driveway when you got up in that morning, you should have been raising hell. Hey, what the hell you doing at the end of my driveway? What you looking for? What you need?
Yeah, and where's my
There you
dog?
go.
Where's my 5 packs of dogs?
You think I'm going to come down my drive in the middle of nowhere and see strange people sitting there and I'm not getting ready to say something to them?
Oh, if that was you, you'd have been out there beating their ass.
But you understand what I'm saying? If I was a woman, I would at least crack the window and say, hey, may I help you? This is private property.
Right.
Right. See, he just says anything.
Anything.
I wouldn't want to be stuck on your driveway, Queen. You come out there and whip something.
Ugly. I can get a little ugly, but that's the whole thing is that, one thing begets another. This situation is totally different. This man is just making up anything to be seen. That's why I know they have something to do with the child, because this is not normal behavior. Like that mess that we saw last night unfold on, Hollerville and the Restless. It's BS.
Yeah.
It's BS. Those people are not grieving for their child. They're not grieving for their other children. They're geeked up because the anniversary is here for 3 months. They know their time is winding down. So now it's like we're going all out. Bonnie and Clyde, they're going all out.
Every Tuesday they get all hopped up and do something.
That's a good point, because maybe every Tuesday is just another week that their ass ain't in prison.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. Me.
But it's the truth. But it's the truth, though.
It is the truth. Yeah. It's a fact.
Every Tuesday, they're walking free. They might be shaking in their boots. They might be feeling whatever they're feeling, but they are free.
Well, Summer went missing on a Tuesday. June 15th was a Tuesday.
Yes.
And they tear it up every Tuesday.
How do you know it's every Tuesday?
Oh, boy. Between his post, the prank phone call to Mary, the one last night. I shouldn't say every Tuesday.
Okay,
but man,
I got you.
they get real Dollar General every Tuesday.
Oh no, you didn't say Dollar General.
And I like the Dollar General.
Oh man.
Okay, Lord have mercy. She done put it on the Dollar General. I'm dead, Satan. I'm dead.
Well, I'll tell you what I look at is Don better quit using God.
Well, let me tell you something. Did you seen what God can do?
Uh-huh.
If you crying about Ida shaking some trees and taking some poles down, imagine what God can do. Wipe us all out with a blink of an eye.
That's what I keep saying. He's messing with the wrong man, or whatever person. He's messing, using religion to cover up a damn murder, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's blasphemous.
Oh, he is.
Very blasphemous. You know what I've been wondering too? I have so many things in my head. Like, what are the people in church saying?
Yeah.
Now. What are they really saying to themselves? What is the pastor thinking now? You see, Don forgot about that with all these shenanigans and going up on these YouTuber channels and getting interviewed like he's a rock star. You forgot about the church, homeboy.
Mhm.
So
And
you
Yeah.
forgot
and
about
where's
that.
your church now, Don? Where's your church now?
Yeah.
Are you
The
still
same one that told us not to judge? Don't judge. Don't judge. Those
Yeah,
people are crazy. They're crazy.
I don't see that. I don't see that damn church helping them.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way they've been behaving, I know you're supposed to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I wouldn't want them around me.
Oh hell no.
God no. God no.
I wouldn't want them around me. Even if we found out later that they didn't do anything to the child, I wouldn't want them around me.
Yep. I will never ever agree
Mhm.
and just blow off what they've done.
Yeah,
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those people.
They have been very disrespectful.
Yeah, there's some bad people, in my opinion.
But you know what? Just the stuff that girl was saying, if we're to believe this, I call her girl T. If we're to believe all these things she said about her picking up the men from the gas station, man, you can't make that up. So that means what? Where were your children when you were picking the men up at the gas station, from the gas station? Where were your children at?
Shit, that lady ain't never watched her kids.
Oh, do you
You know.
believe that the state was involved beforehand?
Oh, I do.
Do you really?
Yeah,
You
you know
believe
that's a good question.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. This is why I always ask people this. Why do you believe that when the children stayed in their custody for a whole month? Because you know they went to the house to investigate the child's disappearance on the 15th. You saw how they were living, and you left the children there. Why?
I believe they were involved because there was a domestic violence call in October. So knowing there was minor children, they would let them know.
Yeah, but baby, that's so long ago.
Yeah, that was in October. I'm not saying CPS is a good organization. I'm not saying they do the right thing.
Uh-huh.
They don't have anywhere to put the kids.
Okay, but what
And
I'm saying is, but when you went to the house on the 15th and saw how they were living, and you see that the child is missing, something in somebody's head a bell didn't go off, that I don't think these kids need to be staying here.
You know, and I've got a lot of questions about that.
Because that place is deplorable. You mean to tell me you thought that was an okay place for the children to stay with one missing?
Oh,
Whoever
hell,
the cop detectives were.
hell no.
That's what I'm
Hell
saying.
no.
That's why I said I never believed that the CPS was involved. Period.
I see what you're
Because I'm trying to think
saying.
in my right mind, you as a cop walked into that and then think, I think we need to call DHS and let them assess this.
Hey, Queen, let me ask you something. Do you think CPS knew about this when they got that domestic call? When Don was drunk in the driveway? When he supposedly he was going to beat Jose up?
Yeah, last year.
Do you think CPS knew about the living conditions when the police officer that showed up on the
You mean
scene?
when they showed up last year? But see, I don't know if CPS was involved in their life then either. See, everything is just rumor. I don't know if CPS was in their life last October.
Okay, so what they're saying in chat, there's been 7 calls. I
Okay,
guess
but see, my thing is, bring me a receipt.
thank you.
I'm a
Supposedly,
receipt
there's
kind of girl.
leaked documents, which I don't know how that happened.
Okay, but see, people were saying all this beforehand because they were listening to Big Girl Allie.
Okay.
See, Allie needs to worry about her own front porch.
God damn, what did you think about that front porch?
Honey, there's a lot of hamburger that was on that porch.
Have you ever drank warm Mountain Dew out of a goddamn coffee cup?
Let me tell you something. I don't know what part of the country you all are in, but that is no disrespect to nobody in the chat, that's a redneck drink down here in the South.
Whoa, I'm telling you right now. I mean,
every person I've ever met in the South that's Caucasian drinks it. I'm serious.
I've got a dining room table, but it's not on my front porch.
Well, you know what I think? I think they pushed that out there because company was coming, because possibly the inside looks like Hollyville. They were.
Yeah.
I don't miss nothing, honey.
No, I'm pretty sure the inside was bad because it was a hot day and they had him out there.
Okay, come on with it. You got company. You know, we are big on hospitality here in the South.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we would have been sitting at the nice dining room
We
table,
always invite our company in.
and we would have had fresh flowers on the table. There would have
No,
been
not them kind, boo-boo. Not them kind. Shut your mouth.
not that kind. Not that kind. You know, tea.
They
coffee.
pushed that table out because they knew he was coming.
Yep.
Because inside looked kind of like how Allie looked, sitting there with all her fat rolls hanging out. That woman ought to be ashamed of herself.
Well,
She's atrocious.
there's shirts that fit her. There are shirts that fit her.
Let me tell you something. All she got to do is roll on down here to Knoxville and go to Catherine's. Catherine goes up to about a size 60-something, 72. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, and all she had to do was put on a shirt that fit. But she's sitting there chain smoking,
Not
and yelling
caring. She didn't care.
and yelling at Deborah, the neighbor, and the
Oh,
dog.
that pissed me off so bad. Excuse my language.
I was like, God.
That you all the way over there in Shamiqua business when you should be worried about what's going on at your round table. That's when you know you don't have any manners. You all the way over there. Why are you not worried about what's going on at your table? You got company here talking to your son. You got somebody filming. Is that her mother that was sitting on the other side of her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's your mama over there. Why are you not worried about all those people at the round table?
Oh no, she didn't care.
That's my point.
And I could not believe the picture of her at Walmart sitting on that electric cart. I'm like, well, your big ass
I
got
need to see that picture. Where can I find it? Where can I find it?
I can email it to you. It's actually in our group. Let me tell you, I could not believe that she is going around Walmart on that electric cart when she is sitting there drinking Mountain Dew, smoking cigarettes, jumps up, yelling at dogs, yelling at Deborah, didn't have any shits to give about Hunter saying he was drinking alcohol and vapes and everything.
Yeah.
And then she's riding around the Walmart in an electric cart. She jumped up to yell at Deborah, didn't she?
Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out who is Deborah.
The neighbor she was yelling at during the interview.
Right. I'm gonna say it one more time. Who is Deborah?
Yeah, I'd like to know too. I just kept saying, who the hell is Deborah and why is she yelling?
Nobody worth you interrupting this interview for.
Yeah.
Because you've invited this man to come to your house. He's got somebody filming. And you sitting there half naked. And I don't know if you've ever been on my community board, but I got a picture of her the day that the Human Aid Solutions went to the home to retrieve her son a couple months ago when all this mess jumped off.
Oh.
Andrew had called an agency to help retrieve his son for him. And in that picture, there's a circle, and it looked like Allie had something in her britches.
I don't want to know what that is.
Sorry, my phone died.
Oh,
That's okay. What you hiding in your britches, Allie?
Well, you know, Candy said that Jose likes chicks with he likes chicks with something. So maybe she had one on scrapped around her stomach.
Wow.
Chicks with D's.
Yeah. And I thought that was so disrespectful for her to say that when Chris was interviewing her. You didn't have to say that. You could have just said, well, he's the type that prefers transgendered women, men, however you want to word it. That was nothing to say in an interview.
I got a joke about that. I'd love to say, but I ain't gonna say it.
Well, don't say it. Yeah. Look, you want to get the coins for the video.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not about to say.
But
what I
that's
was just
interesting
thinking.
because somebody in my chat said that last night. They said, well, no wonder he liked Candy because Candy looks like a guy.
Ooh.
And I'm still questioning why Andrew brought that guy down here and that guy ends up sleeping with your baby mother. See, I watch everything. See, a lot of things people skim over. I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's something wrong with that picture as well. How did you bring your friend here for whatever reason? They say that he went right back. The group of guys that came went right back. And this Jose guy stayed here. Okay, but how does this guy that you brought here, who we're assuming would be a friend of yours to travel that long way, how is it that he's now having sex with your baby mama and then allegedly having sexual relations with Candy Cane?
Right.
Stay woke. Could it be they all was slumbering together?
Oh, I think they're all nasty bastards.
Oh, you think it was a menage a trois?
I think it's a Menage Walmart blue light special.
Okay.
all I know is Allie's stomach was menage.
That's a big girl. Do you hear me?
Oh my God, that girl, man. Oh my God.
I mean, when I saw her sitting up there, I said, Satan, if you don't shut your mouth.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a lot of, as they say in Alabama, good.
well, Doug from No Thanks,
Yes.
he had a thing of 2-Ton Sally, a picture.
Oh, Lord, that's horrible.
Oh Lord, it was so funny.
That's a big good.
Yeah, she's big. That's for damn.
I mean, that's
Hey.
whoa.
Brooke, show the
Yeah.
picture of Allie in the cart.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Hey,
let me
you
see.
want to see something? Watch this.
Yeah, because I got my TV on too. So
Okay, well, you're gonna get.
Well, I just don't even know what the hell she was doing in the
I'm gonna
damn
look on my
car.
I'm gonna look on my big screen here.
When we
I'll bet
obviously
you-
know she can move around.
I bet you in that cart she had donuts, pie.
I'm gonna pretend that I did not hear you just say that we know that she can move around.
Well, I mean, I saw her, jumping up to yell at the dog and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. This picture is gonna tell it
I'm
all.
waiting. Well, I'm waiting.
It's coming.
I gotta find it. Hang on.
That's okay. That's okay.
It'll be worth the wait. Trust me.
Yeah, it will. When I find, I got a bunch of stuff to go through.
Hey,
Yeah,
so when's
when
your
I
next live, Queen?
Huh?
When is,
Well, went live late this morning because it's a 3-month, anniversary of her disappearance. So I went on about 1 something this morning.
oh, okay.
So it's a 3-hour live.
I'll have to watch it. I'll definitely watch it later.
Yeah, because I was watching it before I went in the queue. I just decided to put it on my TV, and then I was looking on my phone and I saw that you all were live. So I said, well, let me go in here and speak and say hello.
I sure appreciate it.
Oh, anytime. So many questions and no answers.
Ain't
And
that
that's
the truth?
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on. I found it.
But please, I want you all to look up Chadwick Carr. That's a case I talk about. It's similar to this, but it's about an adult. He's a black male, 32. He's left behind a son that's 12. He is currently missing out of Clinton, Tennessee, and it's a very wicked story. I've gone out there. I've sat out there because I know those guys did something to him at that halfway house, and I don't pull any punches. And I'm not going to live in fear because I don't care. I know they did something to him because I know that's where he went missing. And his family says he's not the type to, go run off or, lay low. Because I think he liked himself. He seemed like a really, confident type guy. Because I looked at some of his Facebook posts, and I know those guys did something to him at that halfway house. And it is a creepy story. And and even being out there by that house, when I went out to that house, it just creeped me out.
Is that the same case you're talking about, the video of the two? Or is that a different case?
Oh, that's the one about the video is Camille McKinney Cupcake. That's down in Alabama.
Okay, I'm going to watch that. See that.
Yeah, but Chadwick Carr is currently missing right now. He's been gone a couple of months. And he was staying at a halfway house.
There
All right,
you
it's
go,
on the
Queen.
screen.
There you go.
Yeah, you blowing it up too.
Lord have
So
mercy.
she does drive. So she does drive. She does have an automobile.
I guess so, but I was like, there are people that are handicapped that needed that cart.
Yeah.
Well, when you get to a certain size, your little knees kind of ache.
Yeah.
Your feet kind of ache. So I'm assuming, her body probably aches a lot. So she needed that little cart.
It has to ache.
Okay.
Because it's hurting my head.
That's a big good. Let me ask you something. Do you believe, or has it ever occurred to any of you that perhaps she is also, let me say, not say also, because that means that I'm acting like I know. Could it be that she's bisexual?
I don't see why not, because I
kind of think that's I think that's the whole thing that's going on with her, that guy, Candy. All of them have messed with each other. I'm leaning towards that.
I don't know many guys to be standing in line for some of that.
Well, you'd be surprised how many men like big gals, especially little bitty petite men. A lot of petite men like big women.
Oh, I want to say that joke so bad.
What is she doing?
Listen, I have seen women 500 pounds with a little bitty guy that weighs 140 pounds and he ain't but 5'5", and she might be 5'9".
I got a joke. I got a joke that would blow this chat up.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Saint. Don't you do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
But I'm saying there are a lot of men, different size men like big women, and some like them really, really big. Not what we call plus size. They like them 500 pounds to the point where they're like her. They're in the hover round.
Damn, I bet you can't even see the seat.
You know what? Now don't you store.
Oh, we could go on all day about this picture.
That's whoo. I don't have nothing to say.
No, not when you can do all these other things and someone drug that dining room table out there. Don't think she got her up to do it. She did.
She probably had her kids and somebody else, and her mom pushed that table out there. You know what I like to do? I like to go by there and see if the table's still on the porch.
Ooh,
how close do you live to there?
I'm just about let's see, I think when I Googled, I'm over an hour and something from I think I'm an hour and 43 minutes from Rogersville. And Rogersville sits above Kingsport, so it's probably a little less.
So
to go to Kingsport.
You got a video coming out? You're taking a drive, you said?
Yeah, I'll be going up east.
Okay.
In a few days. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be looking for that. When will that be out?
I'll probably upload it Friday.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That'll be interesting. Well, I'm going to start winding this down. We've been on here for about 2 hours. Hey, Everything Shenanigans, you are awesome. Come back anytime.
Okay, thank you so much.
And I just want to, I want to really, really thank you for doing this for us. Thank you.
Oh, anytime. Yeah. Well, let me ask you all something. Yes. Do you see them being arrested, or do you even believe that they are complicit in the child's disappearance?
Oh, I think they're definitely complicit, and I think that they will be arrested.
Do you really?
Me too. I definitely think they will be arrested for, in my opinion, a murder. Okay. So.
Wow. Well, where is she?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I'd be there. I would. I wish to God I knew where Summer was.
Okay.
Maybe, God's good and God answers prayers in his timing. So God has a plan for all this. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it will be revealed.
I hope so, because this is sad. 3 months in and nothing. And I mean, it's just, and then looking at the pictures lately of she and her brothers, it's just disturbing to know that she was once walking around and now she's nowhere in sight.
Yeah.
Well, they have their phones. They've dumped their phones. They should have the pings back by now. So they're
Yes.
putting everything together. So if they really sold her, like some people said, that would
Yeah.
be fun. If they took her to
Yeah,
the
because I
ER,
don't think they were smart
stop.
enough to get a burner phone to do that business if they did that.
Right. And I don't know who Dawn would be able to negotiate with.
Well, they have underground things, they have underground groups and people and back pages that people go to do that type of stuff.
Exactly. And, but Dawn's not that smart.
If he can go to a YouTuber, he can go to a back page.
Oh, okay. And as far as her going to the ER after drinking the orange pop, if she was that sick, she would have stayed at the ER. So nothing makes sense to me except.
Wait a minute. Somebody said she took the baby to the ER?
Yeah, that's the newest story.
No, I don't know. Nah. My understanding is that was the whole purpose of calling Dawn, because she was allegedly sick. See, that made no sense either. I don't need to call my husband to tell him I'm calling 911 first if my child is sick.
Yeah.
Why would I not call 911 first if my child is sick? Or if I'm near a hospital, I'll take my child to the hospital.
Yeah. If she was that sick, you wouldn't even think about calling somebody. You'd be calling the damn
No, you'd be trying to
ambulance.
get your child aid. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if she's non-responsive. If, what old pop in your back seat is going to do this? I mean, that makes no sense.
I think possibly we're talking about a child who was already dead in the water. If we're going to believe the Quaritch story, and if that's the exact time, and it can be proven they were there, who's to say she was dead in that water when he pulled her out? But he can't tell us that she was dead, because that means he's complicit in putting a dead baby in a car and dressing a dead baby. See where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Because who's to say that she didn't die in the water? She could have died in the water.
She was sitting there making TikTok videos and taking pictures.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So who's to say that when he went in and got her out, the one part he lied about is she didn't come up laughing?
Yeah, you don't. I mean, there's so much that could have happened.
Yeah.
But I'm like you, I got my opinion, and that's what I roll with.
Right.
Yep.
And that's the scary part, is that what if we're talking about she was dead in the water and they dressed a dead baby and rode around with a dead baby in a car?
Ooh, that's bad. That's creepy.
That is
really creepy.
But
and I don't think nobody's ever thought about that. I don't think anybody's ever. Everybody's so worried about that picture. Who's to say she wasn't dead in the water when he allegedly pulled her up and he said she was smiling? Who's to say she was already gone then? And they tried to resuscitate her or pump on her or whatever. And then here comes the plan. It came into motion. Put some clothes on her. Put her in the back seat. Prop her up. Act like she's asleep. Act like she's asleep. Because are we to believe what Miss Mulani said? She tried to go over to the baby, but Candace wouldn't let her.
Yeah, that's very possible.
Could be true. She could have been dead in there.
Yep.
And that's why they had to go dump her. She probably never made it home. She got dumped after they left H.
Yep. In my opinion, they threw that girl away like trash.
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's hard to even think about.
Yeah. But you know what?
You can't wrap your mind around it.
But it happens every day.
Yep.
That's the sad part. She will not be the first and she won't be the last, sadly.
And I think it's extremely, extremely odd that between Grandis, Candace, Dawn, Hunter, and Allie, none of their stories match. Hence why there's no arrest.
Well, the interesting thing about that is when she says, when Chris talked to her and she said, well, what he's saying is mainly true. It's just in the wrong order.
Right.
So in your mind, you're thinking, so how did he forget the order? Or was he spazzed out to where he couldn't remember nothing? It's very interesting. Very interesting.
It is.
Do you believe they messed around?
Hunter and Candace?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that his cover photo is still the two of them together.
Okay, because the information I'm getting from the ground is that he has adamantly said he has not done anything with her.
I know one thing. When I was 15 years old, I wouldn't have looked at that lady twice.
Oh, why not? Why not?
That lady, I seen better faces on iodine bottles.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, she just not my kind.
Oh, Allie go get you. Allie's gonna get you.
Kevin Ellie's gonna find you.
I wonder if she has a boyfriend.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that cart ain't gonna catch me.
Did you ever think about that? If she has a boyfriend?
Who, Allie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't even like to think about that woman like that. Ooh, that's scary business there.
Ooh. Hamburger.
No. I don't even want to think about what goes on.
Oh, all I can say is that's a mean what is it? Box springs in mattress.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, we're terrible.
I think
That's a big deal.
we better wrap this up.
Okay, thank you all.
Well,
Hey,
Queen,
come back.
Okay,
Hey, send us an email. It's in the banner, and I put it in the chat too.
okay.
Hey, thank you, everyone. We're gonna finish with the video of Summer again, and then we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
All right.
bye, y'all. Thank you, Queen.
Thank
Bye.
you, Queen.
Bye.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Kevin. Thank you, Maud. Thank you, chat. We have the best chat here.
Yes, we
And-
do.
Yes, we do. And we will see everyone tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.